want to emphasize that our country's borrowing and its entanglements with the World Bank and International Monetary Fund have put our democracy, liberty, and independence at risk. And I will defend and promote the principles of individual liberty, constitutional government, and sound fiscal policy. My priority would be for this district and for the state of California to get more of our tax dollars back. California gets 80 cents back for every dollar we pay into the federal taxes. Most states get over $1 back. We have over 50 people in Congress. They need to work together to get the state more of our federal dollars back. The answer to our education problems are simple. They're found in the U.S. Constitution. The federal government needs to step out of the education system. It needs to give the money back to the states, back to the communities. Local involvement in education is much more creative, much more efficient. And I would propose to start dismantling the U.S. Department of Education, say 10% a year of the money go back to the states. I'm against the concept of the peripheral canal to send Northern California water to the south. And he's absolutely right. The federal government has no business in California's water. This is a states' rights issue, and the state needs to address it. Less federal regulation will make the problem simpler to solve. Short term, I think immediately I would sit down with Chevron and the people in Richmond and get that refinery back on track. That's at least 500 jobs immediately for this district. Longer term, we need to stop investing money in foreign countries and quit closing schools in this district.
Clift.
I think the biggest threat to our national security right now is our open borders. We need to secure our borders. We currently are involved in wars and skirmishes all over the world, making new enemies, yet our home base is wide open. And if we think we're at risk for a terrorist attack, we need to wake up and secure our borders. And the cap and trade bill is just a tax on companies that produce. And anybody, I mean, we understand that if you can move a company to another country like China or India and they have no emission restrictions, that's what's going to happen to what's left of American industry. Yeah, I don't support any federal regulations, additional regulations on the voting system or contributions. The voters need to stand up and quit electing people who are taking all this dirty money. The campaign finance disclosures are available online. We need to change. Americans need to vote for people who represent them, not big businesses, not medical agencies, just the regular people, and we can do that. I don't support a single payer plan put on or sponsored or controlled by the federal government. When I was a child and my father took me to the doctor, I would get some stitches and he would pay the doctor with cash. I don't know what happened to that philosophy that we need to take care of ourselves and pay for ourselves. Everybody wants the government to give them everything for free. If everybody in the United States has free health care, that means everybody's going to be taxed additionally. We don't even know an accurate number of how many Americans need health care. Today, we spend twice as much money, more than twice as much money as our tax revenues. We can never pay that debt back. We need to start saving money where we can. And the first priority would be to start pulling American entanglements back from the rest of the world. We are not winning the hearts and minds in Afghanistan or Iraq. We are paying 100,000 contractors in Iraq. That should be paid by the Iraqis or maybe the United Nations. It should not be the taxpayers of America's burden.